Ooga fucking Ooga cunts, it's Schmeckle. As I'm sure most of you know, since this is the internet and you're on it, yesterday was International Women's Day. If you're anything like most people, you probably only remember International Women's Day on the actual date, if that. And if you're anything like me, the only value that you assign to it is the amount of bedroom feminists that crawl out of the woodwork for the day. That said, I figure I'll try and get into the fucking spirit and say a bit about some women who deserve some attention for the simple act of not being complete fucking morons. This'll mainly be women on YouTube. The hookers that I interact with all ask that they not be associated with this channel. It's demeaning, they say. Roll the shit! First, there are the obvious ones. The big names. The cunts you've all heard of. Women like Sugartits, Blaire White, Memory Holiday, and Roaming Millennial. I don't have a whole lot to say about these four that you won't have already picked up on in their videos. I will, however, say that, except for Blaire, I've had the opportunity to speak to and to stream with these ladies at various points, and can confirm that they are every bit as intelligent and well-spoken as they seem to be in their videos. Not to mention they're some fucking funny cunts. But enough of me telling you what you already know. Let's move on to some of the vadge-having skeptics that I've had the pleasure to get to know personally. Let's start with T-Bing. For those of you who've never seen her videos, T is an intelligent, well-spoken young cunt with videos about feminism, religion, racism, basically the spectrum of what you'd expect from a skeptic channel. She also happens to be one of the reasons that I ended up getting off my ass and actually starting a YouTube channel. That's right, cunts, she's to blame. If it weren't for advice from T, and from Satsu 2 cents, but fuck Satsu, this video's for the women's, I'd likely have never put out my first video, never mind any of the rest. But despite T's clear lapse in judgment there, she's one of the first names that come to mind when I think of intelligent female YouTubers, even if she is a Canadian-hating racist cunt. And speaking of cunts in Canada, next up is Little Miss Anonymous. Anon's gotta be one of my favorite people on the internet. I can't begin to count the times that she's turned a shitty day into a good one, and I'm certain others have experienced the same. See, when I met Anon, she was going through a hard time in her life. A very hard time. Cancer hard. Cunt cancer hard. Holy fuck, my cancerous cunt might kill me hard. Yet while going through that, as well as afterward, Anon has always been the one who's there when one of her friends needs it. And, much like on her channel, she's level-headed and not afraid to call bullshit if you're in the wrong. On her channel itself, Anon covers topics leaning more toward the MRA side of the discussion, as well as being critical of Islam and other religions. Bonus point, she's a woman who shows her face in her videos, and I've yet to see one hint of boob. That might explain her subscriber count, but that's admirable. If I had tits, they'd be all over the internet. And speaking of things that are soft, round, and pink, last is Peach Balie. I don't know Peach nearly as well as I know the other cunts I've been talking about, but she's one of the few YouTubers that I watch consistently. Peach is one of the strongest people that I've met on YouTube. She's covered some very serious, very personal issues in the past, and always with grace, insight, and a positive outlook despite how dark some of the topics might be. Not that she's always serious, she's also a hilarious cunt with a lot of well-formed opinions and ideas, and she's a lot of fun to watch. And now that she's finally getting off her ass and making videos again, maybe there'll actually be something to watch. And that's about it, cunts. I did something nice for International Women's Day. Don't say I never did anything for the women. I said that's it, cunts.
Now, if you're a gorilla like myself and Mr. Schmeckle, have a wonderful day. If you're not, go fuck yourself! Seriously, try it, it's fun.
Happy International Cunts Day, women.